Hey guys, wanted to do a gear review video for you. This is on a Fiskars X7 hatchet. This particular hatchet, from everything I can find, everything I've read, is exactly the same as the Gerber Sport Axe 2. They're both 14-inch, same length blade, same forged head, same handle configuration. The thing is built identical from what I can see, except this one has orange on the bottom of the handle and says Fiskars on it. Now, I know that Fiskars is the parent company to Gerber, and Fiskars is making the Gerber axes as well. This is made in Finland. Very good product. I've got some good use into it. This has built its share of lean-tos and campsites, essentially. Cut up some firewood, made some raised platforms to sleep on while out camping. It's done a fair bit of work. I've had this for a few years now, probably, I want to say at least 4 or 5 years. It's been used pretty extensively. Other than my kukri, nothing has done any more chopping in the woods than this thing. This has certainly done more than my kukri as well, but yeah, so this thing, again, 14-inch, goes for around $35 Canadian. That's on Amazon.ca. Now, I can tell you, when I bought this, I bought it from Canadian Tire, hardware store up here in Canada. Actually, they've got pretty much everything, kind of like a miniature Walmart in some aspects, minus the food. But I bought it there, and I'm sure I got it on sale. I want to say I got it for $20 or less. But as I look, now this is just a snapshot in time of costs right now. I was literally just on Amazon.ca, so Amazon Canada. The Gerber Sport Axe 2, which is identical to this, same handle material, same forged head, same thing. I'm not sure on what sheath it comes with. This is kind of like a carry handle. It's actually what it was displayed with on the shelf, but I leave it in there just to keep everything neat and tidy and keep the blade hidden. But anyway, so this exact setup, $62 Canadian for the Gerber Sport Axe 2 on Amazon.ca. Now, if I go to Amazon.com, the story is a little bit different, but still, this one, the Fiskars X7, is $25. The Gerber Sport Axe 2 currently is $35 American. So $10 difference there, and you're getting, other than the color difference, from what I can tell, the exact same axe. So seeing that Fiskars sells a lifetime warranty, same as Gerber, it's the same company, I went with the Fiskars. I'll save a little bit of money. I threw a little bit of Digicam duct tape on it anyway. That's just been on there for grip. It was a fairly slick plastic handle. You can see a little bit of the Fiskars orange showing through there. But it's been years that I've had this on here. It's got lots of good use. You can see it's definitely seen some wear. But here it is. This is the, again, 14-inch Fiskars X7. The blade is mangled right now. And I have been seeing some reviews just now when I was looking it up of people complaining that they're chipping real easily when putting them through wood. Now, this thing has done a lot of work for me, and I have never tuned it up. I just keep bashing it through whatever I'm trying to chop. I should put this on a stone and bring it back to life, and I actually will do that probably tonight when I'm done here. I didn't want to do it before the video because what's the point? You look at it and, oh, it's brand new edge. You've never even used it. I think you might know that I'd used it just to look at it, but still, I like to keep things real and let you know what abuse has been put through them. You can see there's a lot of chipping there. It's still a sharp edge. It's not a pretty edge, but as of right now, it's still going to chop. It's not a big splitting axe or a 20 some odd inch long chopping axe either. But as far as carrying it for for camping or a survival weekend in the woods, something like that. It'll do the job. The little display holder that came with it, of course, this is how it was hanging on the shelf. Like I said, it's handy. I've used this for years, just popping in and out. It's done the job. And there we are, 14-inch hatchet by Fiskars, made in Finland. Now, I do have some friends that work with leather at this point. I may get a sheath made up for this thing, or I'm actually interested in getting into kydex. I'd like to start doing a little bit of work with that, thinking about possibly forging my own bushcraft knife, and might make a holster for it. So that's an option for this as well. I might decide to go with a kydex sheath instead of leather. We'll see how it goes. See how far in I dive to that new interest once I get going on it. But yeah, nice hammerhead on one side, which, as you can see, I've got pounded pretty good. It's definitely served its purpose. This thing holds onto the head really nice. There's no wiggle. It's essentially formed around the head, up and over the top. It's all one piece. Really functional, really sturdy hatchet, and quite light. Now, of course, you want a little weight behind the head just to get good cut into the wood, but you're not going to get tired carrying this out. Being that I don't have a belt holster or anything for it, I usually just throw it in my Eberly stock pack, just down one of the side saddles, and leave it there until I need it. But I certainly haul it out when I do. So yeah, overall, I believe the part number on this one is 7850. It's the Fiskars X7 hatchet. In comparison to the Gerber Sport Axe 2, I don't know why you wouldn't choose the Fiskars, especially when you order that Gerber and it's going to show up, and on the back of the packaging it's going to have Fiskars in tiny little letters. Same thing. So I'm not for or against Gerber. I think they're a good brand. But if I could save you and myself a few dollars, maybe allow us to get a little more gear or a little better something else, when quality-wise it won't matter here, I'd go with the Fiskars. Like I said, save yourself a couple dollars. If you're really worried about the orange, I mean, worst case, you drop it. You're going to find it in the woods better because it's got an orange end on it. Of course, mine doesn't, but it's not really a problem for me. I think the new Gerbers are coming with green on them anyway, like bright lime green and black. The old ones were black and gray. So kind of this generation was black and gray. Yeah. So overall, I would give this this hatchet high marks. It's worked out very nicely. Yes, the blade's chipped out, but I have pounded on this thing for a good long time. I don't recall beating it into the ground or into rocks very often, but you never know. You get out in the woods after a couple days, you might not remember doing something. Maybe I had a log down on the ground chopping on it and went through it or something. Wasn't paying attention. That's likely the case and likely the reason why it's chipped out, but not bad really for 4 or 5 years of use there. I'll put it on a stone and bring it back to life. There's still plenty of steel to work with there. So, yeah. If you ask me, rave reviews on the Fiskars X7 hatchet. Hope you guys like the video. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them below, as always. And have a great day, guys.